First of all, we're talking about two very different things.
Yes.
There is fighting, meaning competing for females, where men puff up or men go to the bar and they fight with other men, and there's a big difference between that.
Have you ever done that?
No.
Okay.
There's a big difference between that and competition. What competition is high-level problem solving with dire physical consequences. And the reason why people are attracted to people that do that is because they know it's a terrifying endeavor, because you're risking your emotional health, your physical health, your self-esteem. You're risking it all at the chance of being a conqueror, at the chance of being a champion. And it's a very rare position because only one person can hold it in each weight class. And so the extreme of the extreme in terms of people who, and a lot of them, you wouldn't even, especially in jiu-jitsu, you wouldn't even imagine that these would be the people that would do that, because they're just really intensely intellectual people. I always call them like nerd assassins, because they're just really super smart people that are absolutely dedicated to trying to figure out this puzzle. They're playing a game of human Go or human chess. It's not what people think about it when they don't engage in it. People look at it like it's brutish. It's like two deer, like walking, just trying to compete and jab each other's eyes out.
Oh, they're careful, too.
It has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
It has to do with you're trying to figure out a way to get better at everything in life. You're trying to reach the maximum of your human potential. And that's what fighting does. What fighting is, it's a vehicle for developing your human potential. With every improvement, with every success, with every setback, where you have to regroup and relearn and then reassess all the parameters, reassess all the dangers and the risks and all the pros and cons, all the things you did wrong, all the things you did right. Were you 100% disciplined, or were you only 80? And if you were 100, would you have won? Like, what if you slept more? What if you got more massages? What if you stretched more? Would you have won? What if you stopped, hanging out with girls and drinking with your friends and doing this and doing that? Would you have won? And the winners do everything right. And it's so hard to do. It's so hard to do. And you have to have everything in line. The winners have all the things. They have the genetics. They have the mental strength. They have the technique. They have the experience. They have all the things. And it's such a rare combination of traits and attributes and experiences. And they all come together under the bright lights of thousands of people watching. So you have the intense pressure of you looking across the octagon or the ring at another human being that's in the same thing, where you've prepared for weeks and weeks and weeks for this one moment where the referee looks at you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. And then it happens. And then you have to be in the moment. You have to be in the moment. You have to be able to exist and be mindful in the middle of chaos, in the middle of someone with massive amounts of kinetic energy and training, hurling their bones in your direction, with the object of knocking you unconscious, which is totally possible. You know it's possible because you've done it to other people, and you know it can happen to you. Maybe it's happened to you before. And so you have to put that aside, and you have to think about defense and offense, and you have to try to be in the zone. That's what people are addicted to. It has nothing to do with those stupid fucking deer. Those stupid deer that are going sideways. They get to fuck once a year. They don't. It's a terrible life, and they're probably going to get eaten by mountain lions. Fighting between human beings is very different, and that's why it's so attractive.
But
that's
you
why
don't
it's so